Hello viewers, hello Zimbabwe. Masquera say, Masquera say, Masquera say. So Morgan Tsvangirai, before his demise or before he died, he was campaigning for the party for the 2018 elections. And during one of his campaigns, he said something very important for the young people of Zimbabwe. And I see this as prophetic. Let us take a look on what he said, then we get to the conclusion.
Murukuona mujaya uyu. That's very good. Mwana uyu ane makore 18. Ari kundudza kuti akaita O level. But I want to tell you one thing, vanachidiki vari pano. This boy, if he doesn't change in 2018, I want to tell you one thing. Achadakara kuenda kunochembera kunoita pension asina kumbosenza kana musi umwe chete. Murikuona mwana uyu? Ndinawo vana vakadaiwo futi. Zera rake uyu from 18 to 35. Per last election, only 5% of you people went to vote. 5%. Now challenge Andrew Gupai, you are allowing us, the old people, to define your future. Murubita outsource your future kumadara. Even to your grandfathers. Kalamako Mugabe is your grandfather. You are outsourcing your future to that old man. Zorere Jesus. I'm making a final appeal to you. Couldn't deal me my game changers. 60% of you guys from 18 to 35 muri below the age of 40. The majority of the people. But unfortunately, chamurukuita manje, murukura moto Tsvangirai ari kuita sei manje. Kana tabirwa oza saka vari kufunga utodi manje. Chitupa hauna. You have not made an effort to go and get an identity card. Musi wa kuregister kana vanhu vaya kuregister haupo. So what are you saying? You are saying the old generation must define your future. Koimi murikuite ndo the last appeal yatinokupai. The last challenge ndeyekuti mwana uyu anofanira kuva neshungu. Kuti ndakaita O level. Kana vanhu isusu patakakura takaita O level taiwana mabasa akanaka chaiko. But I want to tell you, the future of this young man is doomed. It is doomed unless he takes it upon himself. Kuti inida kunochinja maitiro.
So this is what President Morgan Tsvangirai said before he died. He said it, I think, in 2017 during one of his campaigns as we were heading towards 2018 elections. And when you are saying so, he had brought Neslon Chamisa to his side. And you can actually see that this man was very prophetic and very intelligent. He knew what was supposed to be happening. He had a vice president, Madam Thokozani Kupe, but he made sure that he brought a young person to actually take over from him, because he knew the vouchers within the MDC would have not let Neslon Chamisa take a lead. So us as young people, let us hear the call from President Morgan Tsvangirai to say, we have the future in our hands. We have to make a decision. Let us make sure that we vote. And let us make sure that we vote these older dollars, because they don't have anything of interest to serve. So you would see, Kuti, the way they behave, the way they do things, the way they are actually leading this nation. It's a testimony. It's a true testimony that they don't care about us. They don't care about the young. They don't care about our generation, because they are destroying what we are going to face tomorrow. Right now, they've destroyed the education sector. It means we are going to have a generation of criminals. Kumberi kwatiri kuenda uko, we will have a generation of criminals. Vana vese vari kuitwa shut out of school, they'll be criminals tomorrow because they won't be able to meet the standards of employment tomorrow. They won't be able to meet or to mix and mingle with others. They will feel as if they were neglected, and they will become the criminals of tomorrow. We will become a violent nation. They will be used kuenda kuma terror groups. One of the reasons why in Zimbabwe there is no terror, there are no terror groups, is because our people were educated. So they don't see it fit kutaenda no join a terror group. If you come to him and say, "Hand no join a terror group," for why? Why should I? It's because they were educated. But right now, the generation we are creating, you will see that they will be used by the sons and daughters of ZANU-PF to join terror groups so that they remain in power, also that they cause confusion, they cause war and misunderstanding in the nation of Zimbabwe. ZANU-PF is aware that their days are numbered. And what they are trying to do is, if we remove this government, if they are removed from power and they have left power, they know very well that this generation of uneducated people they've created, it will cause terror because they won't see beyond their reasoning to say, why are we fighting each other? They won't see about that. It means they'll be used and used and used and used. So let us wise up. Let us make sure that before the situation deteriorates, we vote out these people. 2023, we must decide. This was said in 2017. 2018, we missed it. We cannot miss 2023. You saw what happened when we missed in 2018. You also saw what happened. Civil servants, their salaries were scrapped. Savings were looted. The medical aids no longer working. The funeral policies lapsed. Everything is not working. Everything is not working in Zimbabwe except for corruption and looting and mismanagement. So if we are to give ZANU-PF another 5 years, what will happen? They will destroy us, all of us. Let us register to vote. And let us be politically conscious. Don't let anybody tell you kuti the elections are kuna chinobuda. Why? It's because when you vote, the results will be counted. Your vote will be counted. The reason why ZANU-PF is trying to frustrate the issue of elections in Zimbabwe is because they know very well that if the people of Zimbabwe vote, the ZANU-PF will not survive. That is the honest truth. So the onus is on you to go register to vote, to go tell a neighbor to register to vote, not only to register to vote, but to actually go and vote. Not only to vote, but to safeguard the vote. That is what we need to do. Let us make sure that we adopt polling stations. You become the agent in your area. So that panengi pachiverengwa results, you'll be there. Knowing very well that yes, apatarowa, apatawina, tawana anwakati, tawana anwakati. So that when we get to the command center, when the leadership gets to the command center, they're not embarrassed because vanenge results chao, they'll ask polling station yakati, yabirirwa pakati, and the result will be there. That is what we need to do. So let us listen to these words from the late President Morgan Tsvangirai and wise up and make sure that in 2023, we vote responsibly, we vote wisely, and make sure that we bring Advocate Neslon Chamisa to power. This is it, Team Zimbabwe. My name is Ronald Wekwama Kusha. Let us meet in other programs.